passion for cooking becomes an art form. Subscribe to Cooking and Travel by Dr. Papori Barooah.
Good morning everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's a Lucknowi biryani today. Lucknowi or Awadhi biryani. Now whenever we talk about biryani, the one thing that comes to my head is a Hyderabadi biryani because I was in Hyderabad and I'm in love with that place. But Lucknowi biryani is totally different because of the subtle, less use of spices, and in fact so minimal use of spices, it gives a distinct flavor of difference there. So let me guide you through the entire process of how I make Lucknowi biryani or Awadhi biryani in my place. Here I have taken 7 big pieces of chicken and marinated with a lot of ginger garlic paste and some salt and some turmeric. So this will go in marination for 2-3 hours. But before I put in marination, I have taken here around 4 big onions and fried with some oil. And this fried onions will also go into marination. So I'll now mix up the fried onions with the marinated chicken. Normally the Lucknowi biryani is made with the chicken directly used and fried. But I normally love my chicken with a lot of marination because that way all the flavors actually merge into the chicken pieces, making it more spicier and juicier. Hence I have used the marination process, and apart from that I've also used some turmeric because I love the color in my dishes. For the biryani, the main ingredient is of course the biryani rice or basmati, whichever you choose there. Okay, and this biryani rice has been soaking for the last half an hour, more than half an hour, and for 45 minutes or so, and now I have drained it. Now this biryani rice I'll cook in some flavors. What have I done? I'm boiling almost 1.5 liters of water, and into that liter of water will go in 3 cardamoms, 4 long or cloves, and some green chilies, and of course some pieces of lemon. Now this is typically a lemon that's found in Assam, which is known as kaji nemu or ilasi nemu actually. Ilasi, it means cardamom. So I will take around, it has a distinct flavor, you can't imagine how beautiful it is, and this will necessarily add my taste to my region's taste to this Lucknowi dish. So for that I'm going to take say 3 pieces of the lemon there, and some oil and some salt. The first things first, now let us go and first of all cook the rice for the biryani. So at first I'm putting in these spices here, okay, and then I'll also break in one of those, I think 2 of them there. Put in some salt, we'll need a lot of salt now there. So this is 1, and 2 big heaped teaspoons of salt goes in there, and now for some oil. Okay, so some oil, normal vegetable oil that I'm giving, and now I'll wait for the water to boil and infuse these into the flavors into this water. So after some time, when we know that these flavors have actually gone into the water, I'm going to remove these from the water and then put in the rice. Okay, that way nothing will stick to your mouth when you're eating the flavored rice there or biryani. Earlier, in fact, biryani was not in Awadhi culture at all. It was used as a normal, rice that is for locals, not for the rich and the what you call the sultani stuff there. Okay, so this is out. But slowly it went in the cuisine, and then biryani means fried rice in a manner, or this is what we call dum cooked rice biryani that I'm making. So I'll put in the rice there in that flavored water and let it boil and cook. So this will take say just around 3 or 4 minutes because this has been soaking for quite some time. It will not take much time, and we really want them fluffy and separated from each other. So this has been cooking for 3-4 minutes. See how beautiful it looks there, each grain separate. But let me see if it's done. It has to be al dente as we call it. Okay, see, it's done, it's breaking off. right? Because we don't need to cook at all fully. It'll anyway go to dum and will again cook itself. Now is the time when they're fluffy like this. I take them out in a sieve there. So this is how the chicken looks after marination. And in fact, one good idea is to marinate overnight. You know, if you can marinate overnight, the result is much better. So I've marinated this, and now I'll go and cook it. My rice is ready. It's flavorful rice that I have really cooked there, and now this is going into the Lucknowi biryani. Now let me cook this up first, but before that, let me introduce you to the ingredients there. I will need some dry, in fact this is one particular biryani which uses so less of spices here. Some basic are there, basic masalas are there. Say for instance 4 cardamoms there, some cloves there, and 1 inch of cinnamon there. But one thing which is very important, and most important in fact in Lucknowi biryani, is a nutmeg which we call jaifal. And this is very strong flavor there. I'm going to put just half of it there. And one more thing, very important, remove it later. It's very strong there. So this is what will go in. Apart from that, I'll of course need some saffron there. The saffron in, say, a cup of milk there that I've used here. The saffron will go into the milk so that it gives its color there. Apart from that, I will need here 2 teaspoons of Kashmiri red chili powder just for the color, and 2 tablespoons of curd which I have whisked very well. Now my karai is already on. Now let's go and do the cooking. I'll just put some oil there in a heated pan there, say 2 tablespoons of oil there. Now when we talk about the oil and the ghee, biryani is oil and ghee a little. I think for one day you can really eat very well. Alright, so this is 1.5 tablespoon of desi ghee that I've put in. So all these will now go into my, frying up my marinated piece of chicken there. I'll leave all the marinade, only the chicken goes in as far as possible. I'm just putting the chicken there. Of course I'm putting the marinade. The first I want to just fry the chicken. Now when you fry the chicken like this, what happens is that all the juices of the chicken gets locked inside. So what happens is that when you heat it, the juices will be inside. And you love that, I know it. Right? So all these pieces on both the sides, we will try to brown it. In fact, cook it to almost say 70% or so. So this way, I'm putting in all the pieces as much as possible in the same pan, because that will save a lot of my time there. So as much as possible, only the piece of chicken go in. So after 2-3 minutes, we'll just turn them over. You can see how beautiful the color is there. Now this is what we need. When we talk about cooking a biryani, we have to have a lot of time in our hands, and we cook it with grace, and we enjoy the cooking there. So this way, see, all of them are brown there, and it's done. And now the difference between many other forms of biryani from this biryani is that in this biryani, what we do is that we do not put in the dry masalas, or in fact what we call the spices directly into it. I am now putting in the marinade there, and after that I will put in all these there, what I had shown you earlier, but more specifically this one, which is very typical of a Lucknowi biryani. These go in. Be careful to take them out. Take the nutmeg out once you are done. So this way I will let it cook for some time. I'll cover and cook it now for almost till it's done at least. 2-3 minutes now there. See, it's cooking. I'll put in some cashew nuts. It's optional. You may or may not put, but I love this cashew nuts. It gives me the feeling of sultani, So that way I'm putting in that, and of course some red chili powder. So this is only for the color that I'm putting in. Now I will do something else. Now what's that? I'm really going to whip some dahi and shut down the flame. As I said in some earlier dishes of mine, when we give dahi, you should always shut down the flame so that the dahi doesn't really break down. And now we are going to mix it up properly. You can see how beautiful the color is because of the I'm talking about the red chili, Kashmiri red chili powder that I had given. So till this one, the rawness disappears, we are really going to again cook it on medium flame, and now covered. Now while that's cooking, let me introduce you to the other ingredients that are necessary to give the distinct flavor there. I will need, as I told you, the milk with the saffron there infused. And of course, I will need some Shahi Biryani essence there, some colors. You can go in for the lemon color, you can go in for the red color. I love lemon, so I've gone in for the lemon. And of course, what we need is some gulab jal or rose water and some keura water. All of these will give that beautiful fragrance to my dish. And I of course need a tawa or something on which my handi will go in. And where's my handi? This is my handi there, and this handi is the one where I will make the entire biryani. So before that, I'm going to nicely grease my handi. See how beautiful the color has come out to be, right? Now all I'm going to do is that add in the flavors there. As you have seen, we haven't used any other jeera, dhania, that is cumin or coriander. So a little bit of the strong smell of rose petals there. So you just given some, say I have given small teaspoon there. Do not make it very strong, otherwise it will be too strong of flavor. So, and again a teaspoon of keura, also the keura essence there. Alright, so this is also going in, and of course one more thing that will go in is now the milk. We're going to put in the milk and then cook it further. So now the milk goes in. It's beautiful blend and merge of colors, and this is what makes your, the food interesting. This is how it looks, and now just increase the flame a bit and again let it cook for some more time till all the flavors actually invade the pieces of chicken there. So this one we're going to cover up and cook for say 4 or 5 minutes, and then we pierce in and see whether it's almost 70% done, because the other will be done on when we are going to give in for the dum biryani thing. It will be cooked then. Okay, so this has been cooking. See how beautiful the colors are. This is known to be the rogan. I'm just switching it off. Okay, and I'm going to take these out there. So some of the beautiful, flavors, I'm taking it out. This is the normal way you cook any Lucknowi biryani. Okay, so this way we're going to take all of them out there. Not all of them, some of them, and retain some there, of course. So this will add the flavor to the rice. So this is, as we know, it's the rogan. Alright, so this is what it goes right there, and this is now going into the rice, we are going to layer the rice now. I think that's fine. So we'll go and layer the rice now. First of all, grease the handi there. So now I have put this tawa on heat. So let it heat up while I layer up my rice. I've greased my handi. Now I'll put in the rice. And now I'm putting in the chicken. Some of the masalas there. And again layer it with rice. And then finally the last pieces there. This will cover up with the rice. On the top I'm putting in the rogan there, and of course some color so that it looks very beautiful when it comes out. So difference in yellow there, and some essence there, I guess the keura as well as the rose water. This is going to be fragrant. Difference with the biryani that we cook for the Hyderabadi biryani is that we are not using any mint, we are not using any dhania. So this is like typically very different there. Okay, so this goes in. Now a little bit of Shahi essence, biryani essence will also go in there. So this way it's going to be real fragrance there. When we open it up, now we are going to cover it with a foil paper. It's covered with the foil paper, and then we are going to put it on the heated tawa. So it's on the heated tawa, and we are going to cover it on high flame for 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes on high flame, now I'm going to reduce the flame and put it on dum for 30. Now it's been complete 30 minutes and you see this is done. I'm shutting off the flame and then we'll try to dish it out now. Just take it out now, the foil removed, and very carefully try to dish it out. Look at the beautiful colors merging and the perfect smell and the aroma, I mean, when we talk about biryani. So biryani is something that will, that will bring water to anybody's mouth there, right? Look at the colors they're merging and you really feel good and accomplished when you talk about something like that, right? So just take it out. So while you're layering it, be careful to remove the nutmeg there. Okay, so that's done. All the flavors are gone and now we are going to dish it out. Look at that, how beautiful it looks. It'll be really tempting for anybody there. Okay, that's great. Look at that piece of chicken out there and the colors there and the perfect blend of spices ready to be served with something like chicken korma. So that's my dish, Awadhi or Lucknowi biryani, made in a very simple manner with a minimal use of spices, but the flavor so beautifully subtle that it will melt in your mouth when you eat it. I hope you love this recipe. You will try it out. Do give a like and a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching and happy eating.